Chasing Tales, Episode 66, Walking Away.
Welcome back to Chasing Tales. Now that Cyric may be on his way home, will he keep his promise? Will he go on to beat Gloriana and Jesus? And will he and Pink clash again? Let's find out.
Cyric drinks to total victory in a tent full of officers.
Try to have Mundo on our side every time. I've never seen anything like it in all my days.
Right to the job.
And all of us work this way. Do you know, those two managed to trade tech to make the portable self-adjust? I shouldn't be angry about it, but it's what I needed. Techs.
Cyric smiles and downs another drink.
Well, we're gonna head back tomorrow. I'm sure Danuta will be back to you about the meeting. I'll see you soon.
Alright, I'll see you then.
Cyric drunkenly waves his hand, opening the portal. He steps through and falls on the ground in front of Pink's bubble. She jerks away. With her fingers, she slides some vines away to peek out. She watches him as he drifts into sleep. Her time in the cocoon had changed something inside her. Softly, silently, she realizes she feels sorry for him somehow. She still doesn't want to be stuck with him doing his bidding, but she kind of understands him. She would forgive, but not forget. There's a light pattering of rain on the foliage around her. Pink expands her bubble to include him. Plants unhook, flow around the stretched dome. She watches him sleep. In his dream, he battles with Ald and once defeated, sees his parents. Thank you, son. We're finally free. Go back to your life now. He wrestles in his sleep with his feelings. His brow furrows and he mumbles. Pink casts, and his face, once troubled, smooths into comfort. She watches him for some time. She notices something that disrupts the regular pattern of his math. She reaches in and touches the node. It fills her mind with memories and pain. She pulls the seed and recalibrates the pain to the system around it, easing his trouble. Cyric giggles as if it tickles. She nods and lays back down, drifting off to sleep. Before dawn, the flowers begin to drop away. The bubble slowly disintegrates. Pink stands glowing in the morning light. She traces a summoning circle and disappears, leaving Cyric on the bed of moss and grass, alone and hungover. The Delphines begin to work on Feline's dress. They are occupied in silent chit-chat as Aislinn and Talon make breakfast.
Are you excited?
I guess. The ritual isn't something I care about, but it's important to her.
I wonder when Pink will emerge.
I don't know. Since she let me go, I couldn't begin to tell you. She is pretty resilient, though. I've seen her go through a number of struggles, and she puts it together pretty quickly.
What about you? Are you adjusting okay?
It's not the first time we've been separated. I can manage.
Aislinn plates up breakfast and takes it into the ladies. He helps them move the fabric away from the food, and they happily eat and chatter to him. Pink arrives home. She walks into the kitchen and casually makes a cup of coffee. Mara walks in and jumps surprised.
Jilly, you've emerged already?
I'm quite resilient, you know.
It took me a month.
My life used to move faster. I had to learn to get over things quickly. I can forgive Cyric, but I won't forget. And I haven't stopped loving Bayard. But I've got research to do. She takes her cup of coffee and wanders off to the library. She picks out all the books on the confluence she can find. Soon she has a dozen books laid out and is taking notes in the far corner of the library out of the way. Jack stumbles in after a couple of hours, coffee in hand. He barely acknowledges her. He points the keys to the secret office and leaves it open. He begins to dust and reorganize. He brings all the books out to the table. The dust makes Pink sneeze.
Sorry, Jelly. How long you been here?
A couple of hours.
How did the upgrade go?
It was hard, but here I am. I miss Bayard so much.
What happened?
I mostly cried and was angry, and then something just changed. I'm still sad, but the pain isn't as intense. I've got new spells, too. I tried one on Cyric.
Wait, how did he get in this?
He must have won against all. He came back drunk and passed out outside my pod. When it began to rain, I pulled him in and looked at his map. I fixed something that looked broken. I don't know how I knew, it just seemed the obvious solution. I hope I've healed something inside of him.
That's kinder than what I would have done.
He casts Whirlwind to collect all the dust Jack has stirred. He opens one of the large windows to let it outside where it dissipates.
So what's all this?
He indicates the books spread open on the table. Confluence.
And how soon will that be?
She consults the chart in her notes. If my math is correct, we have about a month and we have a lot to do. Pink looks over Jack and can see blue magic streaking across his mouth. You leveled, huh?
Yeah, Frex was easier than I thought.
Did he cancel the curse? It looks like it.
Yep, back to Mr. Lucky.
Pink smiles satisfied. A book slips off the top of the stack he's carrying. He tries to catch it, but it bonks Pink in the head. Hey!
Jilly, I'm sorry.
As she rubs her head, she realizes the armor didn't deploy. She stands up and crosses to the stairs. She stops in the hallway to look into the mirror. She searches her own math and sees that it's not much different. She tries to pull her consciousness in, but can't. She raises power, but no glowing HUD. She shakes her head and goes to Mara in her sitting room. Mom, look close. Does my math look different to you? Mara squints at her.
It looks like you're free of Tenek's robot body. Interesting.
I wish Otto was here. I could get a proper scan.
You can't see your own math?
I looked in the mirror when I came to see you, and I looked the same. Notably, there's no HUD, so I figured something had changed. In Haven, Gloriana and Jesus get the news that Alt has fallen. A wooden box arrives with his head inside. Gloriana breaks down into tears. She vomits. An alien takes the box away and comforts her. Gloriana pulls herself together.
We can connect Sin and Otto. It seems we'll have the best intel from that.
Jesus summons Sin. He appears confused for a moment, but bows to Jesus and Gloriana. How can I help you?
I'm sending you to speak to Otto and report what is happening. Ald is dead, but we need to know what is coming.
Of course. Sin ports away. Otto appears in starlight with Tannic. They go into the lodge. Cyric and Talon are sitting drinking coffee. The techs sit and Astral brings drinks. Sin appears. Otto looks up and straightaway welcomes him with a hug.
Sin, what brings you here?
I've been sent to report on what is expected now that all has been defeated. Is the war over? What will he do about Haven? Tannic gives the pair a look. Cyric gives him a little angry side-eye. Tannic looks away guiltily and sips his drink.
Sin, we are waiting for Danuta and Talon to draw up the new contract for the 9 systems. Since we have the most power, we need to get all the leaders together to negotiate. What is the state of Haven? I assume Gloria and Jesus are still alive and well.
Alive? Yes. Well? As much as can be expected. Gloriana sent me to find out what all this will mean for Haven.
As long as she falls in line, she and Haven will be fine.
Sin nods and looks at Otto. They walk out of the lodge. Tannic is not far behind.
I think Cyric knows we tampered with the pin plates.
That's fine. We will deal with him soon.
What do you mean?
The original plan was to wipe out Heaven altogether, but I couldn't allow them to take you out with it. So we modified the pin to use her power and weaken Ald, but leave his system intact.
I'm gonna catch hell for this, but it was worth it to save a system.
So what happens next?
There will be a meeting, and then we'll see, I suppose. Has anyone seen Pink?
Aislinn appears as they walk.
Her Bower is gone. I assume she went home.
Aislinn, how are things going?
Getting married.
You're leaving the team?
Seems so. It's time.
Nice to have a second chance. Congrats. What about Pink?
If you stay, she'll have you and Otto.
My loyalties lie elsewhere, Aislinn. Sin and Otto exchange glances. Otto nods sadly. He offers his hand to Sin to shake, but Sin pulls him into a hug. I think I have enough information to help them. If you see Pink, have her visit. Gloriana could use our help right now. Aislinn shakes Sin's hand. Tannic nods to him and ports away. Aislinn goes into the lodge and orders food for everyone at the house. He sits with Sirik and Talon.
When did you two want to bind?
They should have everything sorted by the end of the week.
I'll be ready. I have to go see Danuta today, so we should be good to go then.
Aislinn nods. Jacob brings his food out in a basket covered with a towel.
Could you contact Pink and let her know the wedding will be on Friday? I'd really like her to be there.
Sure thing, Ace.
Aislinn walks away without speaking to Sirik. He just quietly examines him. Tannic and Otto pass Aislinn as he leaves. They sit and wait for Sirik to speak.
Why are they still alive, Nick?
Otto asked me to spare his friend.
I see.
Sirik raises an eyebrow and flicks a finger at Tannic. Nothing seems to change. Talon looks piercingly at Sirik.
Your war is over. It's time.
Sirik stands up.
The system is yours again, as promised. Tonight, let's go for a walk.
They leave the lodge and Talon glows, returning to his old self in charge of Starlight once again. He ports to Morrow's. Talon appears in the kitchen at the estate. Jack and Jilly sit at the table talking over the books they're researching. They look up and smile at Talon.
Talon, welcome back. Can I get you anything?
I'll take a coffee if you don't mind.
Same as usual?
Yes.
Talon sits at the table next to Jilly. So Talon, what's the news?
Ace and Feline are binding on Friday. He'd like you two to be there if possible.
Pink nods. Talon continues.
Sirik gave us Starlight without a fight. Won't you come back to stay with us?
No, I'm afraid I'm not ready to face Sirik again. Tell me more. Tell me how the battle went.
Apparently, Sirik had the text make a pin. They sent it to Gloriana. It was supposed to take out Haven entirely, but Otto and Tanek decided that saving Sin and the others was more prudent.
Pink nods again without looking up. She speaks. Do you suppose it's really safe now? Jack will want to go back for Perry. Jack looks down and ponders silently for a moment. Pink looks at him expectantly.
If she even wants me. Besides, it's still not safe for me in Starlight.
Of course she needs you now. We just lost Bayard. Surely it's hit the hunters just as hard. Jack thinks about it and shrugs.
Sure, we can go back to the wedding, and I'll talk to Perry.
Pink notices a subtle difference in his tone. She raises an eyebrow, wondering if there's more to this. So what do I need to know for the confluence?
I haven't met with Danuta yet, but I'll go see her tomorrow. I'll be better able to tell you after that. Gloriana would like you to visit too. I think it'll help you as well.
Talon looks at them.
Pink, are you okay?
I will be. I'm ready for the confluence, though. Just let me know my part. In the meantime, I'd like to talk to Otto.
Come back with me now and we can talk more.
She nods and takes his hand as she stands. Talon waves his hand and they return to Starlight.
It seems Sirik has kept his promise and released his hold over Starlight. He had hoped to eliminate Haven, but now he will have to negotiate with Gloriana and Jesus. Stay tuned for Season 9, Episode 67, When the Dust Settles.
Hey everyone, Pink Salmon here. Thanks for listening. If you could like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment, it would be very helpful to the channel. Now it's time to thank the Buttermakers. I narrate, play myself, Arian, and Sin. The Gingerbread Man plays Sirik Barum. Lamented Guide plays Jack and Talon. Petty Bish voices Mara. Viper Sword voices Gloriana. Blue plays Tannic. Creeper plays Otto. Your boy Pat voices Ben. And Prony announces. All music and sound effects are sourced from YouTube and Envato Elements, except for guns. Those come from Creeper. This is an original production, written and produced by Pink Salmon. The Gingerbread Man is story advisor. We hope you've enjoyed the story so far. If you'd like to support the project, you may donate to the link in the description. Thanks for ending another season with us. Come back for Season 9 of Chasing Tales. This is Pink, signing off. See you on the clip side.